Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to Science. Today, we're going to make a fun experiment. Do you remember last week what kind of experiments we did? I hope you guys did it. Remember, we were finding out which objects are transparent. That means they're allowed to pass a lot of light through them. We were learning about objects that are translucent that allow some light to pass through them. And also objects that are opaque. That means no light goes through them. I hope, guys, that you did this experiment. And also remember, I asked you a question. What kind of objects are the windows in your home? I hope that you guys have the answer. Remember, windows at home are transparent. That's why a lot of light goes into our homes through the windows. But today, boys and girls, we're gonna make a fun experiment about shadows. I know we have been learning about light, and some of you maybe did your puppet theater. What are shadows, boys and girls? How shadows are formed? How are they made? How can we make a shadow? So to make this experiment, we're gonna need your favorite toy. We're gonna use this toy here at school. And also we need something else. What else do I need to make a shadow of this little puppy? I wonder, did anybody say I need a light? Look, we need a flashlight or any other light that you have. So I have this light that I'm gonna be using for the shadows. Okay, so but first, before we start making this fun experiment, let's talk about what is a shadow, okay? So a shadow, boys and girls, is the black area that goes on the floor or on the walls when the light is blocked. It can be blocked by people, so when we block the light, we see our shadow. But in this case, we want to block the light using this puppy. So the puppy is, we're going to see the shadow of this puppy, okay? So now, boys and girls, look, to start, remember, we're going to be using, let me put this away. We're going to be using the light. And to make this experiment more fun, we're going to turn off the lights so you can see it, okay? So now let me take a minute to go turn off the light and I'll be back. Oops, remember we were talking about darkness. Does anybody see anything? It's so dark in here. But now look, here comes the light. So remember, when we block the light, that's when we see shadows. And we're gonna see how the shadow is blocked by this little doggy. So we're gonna see over here, do you guys see the shadow? Look at the shadow over there. So the dog is blocking the light. No light is passing through the dog. That's why we see the shadow on the wall, okay?
The shadow is big.
And the shadow is very big. So now, look, does the shadow always, look, when I put it over here, the shadow is behind or in the back of this puppy, if you see it here. But is the shadow always, boys and girls, in the back? So now you can see me. Do you see my shadow? So is the shadows always in the back, or it could be somewhere else? Do you think the shadow can be in your sides, in this side, or in this side, or on top of me? Let's find out. So boys and girls, when the light is in front of you, like it's in front of this puppy, the shadow goes in the back. And now let's look over here. When the light is in the back, do you see how the shadow is in front of the puppy? And when the light, we saw this side, now we're gonna look at this side. Look, if I move the light here, we're gonna see that the shadow goes in the other side of the puppy. And if the light is all the way on the top, look, if the light is all the way on the top of the puppy, the shadow, look, gets smaller and it goes kind of in the puppy's feet. It's down. So now look, I'm gonna move the light in this side and we can see that the shadow goes in the other side. So if I keep moving the light around the shadow, around the puppy, the shadow is gonna keep moving around too. So the way we block the sun, see now it goes this way. If we block the sun, and the shadow goes in the opposite way. So if the sun is this way, the shadow goes in the front. If it is in our back, it goes in the front of us. It goes in front of us. If it is on the top, it goes down. And if it goes in this side, we can see it that it goes in the other side. So my friends, now look over here. The shadows also can get big or they can get smaller. The more I put the light away, the shadow of the puppies gets small. And the closer I put it, look, it gets really, really big. So if I put it away, it gets smaller. And if I put it closer, it gets bigger, okay? So now my friends, I'm gonna turn on the light again. I'll be back. So friends, I hope you guys practice using your favorite toys at home to see the shadows. And look, remember, a shadow is the dark area that we see on the floor if we are outside or in the walls if we are at home. And keep moving the light around so you guys will see how the shadows move around the object. I hope you guys have fun and don't forget to send pictures to your teachers of your experiments, okay? Bye-bye, friends. See you next time.